Welcome back on our Tuesday. A Tuesday we're now seeing snowfall in Fargo. We've kind of seen it all, not just in Fargo, but across the entire area over the last 3 days. From rain to freezing rain to sleet to snow, a mix of any and all of those at times. First alert weather day, here's what we've got for you. Again, it does end at midnight. This is the third of 3 straight days, and it'll be nice to get out of these first alert weather days. And again, it's the same thing. Snow, freezing rain, rain mix. Winter storm alerts. What do we have for you? Ice storm warning still in effect for the same areas where we've had the ice storm warning since yesterday evening. And with that, has been extended until midnight by the National Weather Service. I should say earlier it was till 6 p.m., but now it has been adjusted again to midnight. Areas shaded in blue, which have diminished a little bit those areas where the winter weather advisory is in place, but it is still there. That's for freezing conditions, but again, to a lesser extent. Again, that's what I want to keep in mind here. Even though we're seeing rain in some areas, even though those temperatures have normed up above freezing in some areas, roads in some places are still very tricky out there. So please be careful when you are driving. Here's what we've got for you. We've got this area of low pressure. We've got this precipitation kind of spinning around that low, and it is coming down in that form of either rain, just rain for some areas, just snow for some areas, and of course that freezing mix for spots as well. There are areas that have been above freezing for quite a while now. In fact, really the last 24 hours or so, Fargo being one of those spots at 35, Thief River Falls warming up at 34, Detroit Lakes 36, and then we have those areas that are still sitting at or below freezing. Grand Forks, you've been below freezing all along. You're still seeing that freezing rain come down, and that's on top of a lot of accumulating ice. It is rare that we see an inch, very rare, of ice come down in any one period of time. We've seen it in 3 locations, North Dakota here, Jamestown 3/4 of an inch of that ice, and again you see Grand Forks half, and that continues to build. That's just a lot of ice on top of a lot of ice. Please be careful if you're traveling. You know what? There is more expected in some areas. Some areas just a glaze, others up to 2/10 of an inch more ice before the system exits, which by the way will be tomorrow. Current conditions 35 in Fargo with the snow. Freezing rain, Grand Forks at 28. Detroit Lakes just looking at rain right now. Bemidji, snow. So again, you see that combination. We haven't even got to this part yet. Flood update. We have a flood warning in effect. Couple areas here. Minor flooding expected. Wild Rice River near Abercrombie expected to crest out on Thursday. Red River at Fargo expected to crest out Sunday at 23 feet. Rain since yesterday. This doesn't include the freezing rain or the snow. This is just rain. Sonora at 2.3 inches. Moortown, North Dakota, over 2 inches. You see Fargo, almost 1.5 inches of rain. By the way, that's just the last about 36 hours. There was more rain before that, thus the flooding. Tomorrow morning, we have conditions that are going to be right around upper 20s to low 30s. Again, mainly some snow, freezing rain coming down out there. Still tomorrow afternoon, we are looking at temperatures in the mid-30s. Real quick look at our first alert forecast. You can see that activity just continuing. Eventually, by about noon tomorrow, should be all the precipitation should be out of here by that point. Getting this around here so we can get that 11-day planner really quick. I do want to show you that after early tomorrow, we clear out Thursday, Friday, sunshine. The weekend, including New Year's, highs in the mid-20s, lows in the teens, dry right through next week. Dry, good news there.
It's cooler than we have been, but the dry helps after the last couple days we had.
You bet. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Russ. Still ahead on Valley News Live at 6. We check in with National Weather Service officials about what our wet Christmas could mean for the rest of the winter.